Yes, we are back into the fourth session. This is a very, very interesting session. This is what we'll have to understand it very, very good. We all heard of Vastu, right? Vastu is, okay, we all of us know, north and east is very good. Northeast is Ishana, north is Kubera, and east is Indra. All these aspects. Southwest is bad. So it is has eight directional devatas. It is related to planets. Then planets we have watery signs related with north and fire signs with east, and so many other things are there. So it's all very general about which is lucky for you, which is unlucky for you. But here in Panchapakshi, there is one is incomplete if I do not take the Ashta Yoni. This is called Ashta Yoni. Ashta Yoni means 8 wombs. So it is elephant, rat, snake, dog, lion, cat, Garuda, rabbit. Very beautifully why they have put these forces. Very, very, very big secret about knowing what is. It is not always north is lucky for me. So anybody east is lucky for me. It is not lucky. Let's go into the thing. So first is how is your yoni determined? So it is sometimes your nakshatra, you can take it with a nakshatra, you can take it with your name. There is a particular calculation. You can take it with your name also. 3 different methods of finding what is your yoni. First, you must identify what is your yoni. I'm a rat or dog or cat. What is it? It's very important to know what is your yoni. This is very, very important. So there are 3 methods of finding. One is your name. There is a numerological name calculation to find the energy of it. So through nakshatra or your name, these 2 are the most important. Each akshara will give you a particular the vowels a, e, I, o, u. Based on that, you have one particular yoni, or your nakshatra will give a particular yoni. So first, this is the first lesson. Next lesson, okay. So Garuda is east. It is Param Shubha. It is dealing with royal sovereign authority, new beginnings. It's the supreme yoni, Garuda. Here we saw in Panchapakshi, it is vulture. Here it is cat, rolls south. It is Shubha, swift precision, wrapped up into sudden decisive action. Lion rolls the south. It is Mishra, mixed legal force, fierce authority, powerful, but cuts both directions. Dog, southwest, Ashubha, instability, chronic friction, the heaviest direction, burden. It doesn't mean dog is bad, it is very symbolic. Snake is this, it is both Shubha and Mishra. Hidden, penetrating, influence, moves invisible, arrives completely. Rat is northwest, Ashubha Mishra. See, this is Shubha Mishra, this is Ashubha Mishra. Finds pathways through obstacles where larger forces cannot. This is just a general idea of what is the direction and what animal rules it. So what is the meaning of a particular direction? North is elephant, Param Shubha, steady abundance, Kubera's direction, generational prosperity. Rapid is northeast. Here we know Ishana Mula in normal. Shubha, sacred threshold, ancestral wisdom, deep spiritual. So you just first know what is your yoni. Next, we simply know the 8 direction and is ruled by what animal. Why there are already 8 devatas are ruling or 8 planets are ruling. What is the meaning of giving an animal to it? We will see. So this is very, very important. There are Garuda defeats snake, cat defeats rat. So there is something called lion defeats elephant, dog defeats rabbit. So it's very important. You need to understand why this is the meaning. So east to west, south, east to north, south to north, southwest to northeast. Why? What is the meaning of this? So there are 3 states. Yoni has 3 states. When you are at your home direction. When you are in home direction, then you are at the prey, something called prey. One, it is when you are defeated or subdued states. So 3 states are there. These directions are not fixed. This Garuda for every Yama, 8 Yamas in a day, 4 a day, 4 in the night. Every Yama, Garuda will be in one direction. Next Yama, it will be in the next direction. From north, northeast, east, it keep moving. So every Yama, each animal will be moving like a clock. And each Yama, the meaning will change. When the bird is in its original, a Garuda is in the east, it is at home. When it is in the west, opposite, exact opposite, it is in its prey. prey, it is more powerful than its home because it is in a place where it's preying its enemy. Understand very carefully. In its own direction, it rules. When it is in the prey, when it is in a state where I'm defeating my enemy. I'm okay. That's very important to understand. So it exactly whatever direction you rule, the opposite 180 direction is where you you win. It is called victory. I'm at my home, my opposite direction where I win. That there is also a place where I'm subdued. That okay, so three I can be in at a time. I rule. I'm at home. I am in victory. Victory means I'm defeating. You must understand, it's not normal victory. I've defeated my opponent. It is call it, and there is somewhere my enemy defeats. This happens in a day thrice. All these three keeps happening in the 8. All these 8 happens. It's very, very important to understand. So it will go like this. See, there are 3 animal places. Home. Your animal is in its own natural home. You're in your full inherent strength. All your resources are available, like sitting in your home, relaxed, confident, good for any actions. What does it mean? This is our directional strength. When let's say you're Garuda, you're going to do something in the east, facing east, or something which you're going to do. Your east is your home. So when Garuda faces east, is in the east, when you do something, you are at home. If it is in the west, if Garuda is in the west, I'm saying your animal in its prey home. This is what enter the territory of the creature, it naturally defeats. So this attack position, maximum force. This is your sitting relaxed, your maximum potency. It is more powerful than your home. It is directed power. This is a maximum moment, very, very powerful state when you are in the opposite state. Then there is in particular where your animal is subdued. You are in your predator's home where your predator eats. So this is a very tricky aspect where each day you can be, your direction can be at home, can be at your praying where you're at command or you're in victory, and one itself subdued. Based, it is not the activity alone. Which direction I do my activity also matters, which whether I'll be successful or not. So there is nothing, see, time and space. There is nothing without time and space. This is where the yoni comes in space. Any activity, I have to face a direction, and so it is very important. I have to face a direction. I might be ruling, but what direction I might be doing in the opposite direction when my bird is ruling. So it is very important I do something in the right direction. And what is the direction? Let's say my bird is Garuda. It doesn't mean always east is lucky for me. Garuda might be sitting in the subdued state. So each moment of the day, 8 times, my yoni can be in 8 places, in 8 different states. 8 different functions, 8 different states, my own yoni can be. Let me tell you something else more. So the rotation principle will go like this. Yama east, it is home, then it is neutral, it is prey, it is power. Then there is something called new, then it's subdued. So there are 3 places: home, prey, subdued, rest all is neutral. So this is 8 functions which will happen. So it is a rotational, this is very, very interesting, very, very important to understand this. Wait, let me take some doubt. I want to know they understood this principle before I go a little further. You understand what I'm saying now? Sanjeev ji, Kishore ji, Sharat, you can understand this. Any doubts before we go?
Yes, sir.
Broadly understood, sir, but I think we still need to digest.
Nothing simple. We are ruled by Garuda, based on your nakshatra or your name. Either you are a Garuda, cat, lion. First, you will have to understand that. What is my bird? I mean, what is my yoni? You'll have to understand that. Once you understand your yoni, you understand you rule a particular direction. So let's say you are Garuda. So you rule a particular direction. That's all. What I say. But that doesn't mean this direction is always lucky for me. My yoni goes into 8 paths. There are 8 paths every day for my yoni. So there are 2 paths which is in my favor. My home path, when I am defeating somebody, and when I'm getting subdued. Every day this happens. I am at home, I am defeating somebody, and I'm subdued. Every day this happens. Okay.
Got it.
So the logic for this, who defeats who? Garuda defeats snake, cat defeats rat, lion defeats elephant, and dog defeats rabbit. But there is one more aspect added to this. I'll have to tell you. This is a very beautiful, very important thing we'll have to do. But understand, based on a trimester month, Mesha, Rishabha, Mithuna, when sun is in, the week, the defeat, usually which gets defeated, the whole month it defeats the, the predator. Rat overcomes cat in Mesha, Rishabha, Mithuna months. Kadaga, Simha, Kanya, rabbit overcomes dog. Tula, Virchika, Dhanus, elephant overcomes lion. Makara, Kumbha, Meena, snake overcomes Garuda. This is very, very important. We'll have to understand. So there is a lot of meaning based on what does it mean. I mean, big logic, very big secret based on this. Each month, what does it mean? So let's say in this month, rat overcomes cat. You must be very careful because cat is defeated here, your dog is defeated, your lion is defeated, Garuda is defeated in these months. So these four, usually in the normal, I gave you early, only these four dominates. These are at the receiving end. For timing, every day, cat, dog, and lion, Garuda is not eaten by anybody. Only rat, rabbit, elephant, and snake are defeated every day. Cat, dog, lion, Garuda is not defeated by anybody, but they are defeated in a month. It just, the reversal happens, the complete reversal happens. The predator becomes the prey. It is very, very important. It's a very, very big secret based on this. If I have to give you the logic of this, see the standard law in ordinary time, the structural hierarchy is uploaded. Garuda defeats snake, cat defeats rat, lion defeats elephant, dog defeats rabbit. The strong prey, the weak always will not accept. This is not cruelty, it's elemental order. But if you take the reversal, what happens? The classical treks introduce 4 specific trimesters where this inverts. The prey becomes the predator. Not because the prey becomes stronger, not because the predator becomes worse, because the season itself is turned to face the prey's deepest nature. The cosmos tilted the elemental current that normally carries the predator began carrying the prey instead. This is very, very important to understand. And this is not general 5 seasons. This is related to my birth. So whatever is your yoni. So there is no permanently weak yoni. The cosmos is a fixed hierarchy with a strong always strong and weak always weak. It is not that way. The cosmos breeds its most through seasonal qualities. Each season, what happens, what appeared weak becomes a very, very strong, aligned, and a dominant force. 3 months of every 12, every apparently weaker yoni stands in absolute power. Not despite this nature, because of the season has turned to face it. So at one particular period, it dominates, and one particular, it is the receiving. In the day, it is the receiving end, but in a particular month, it will dominate totally. So this is very, very important aspect of yoni for understanding direction. This is incomplete. Panchapakshi is incomplete without understanding yoni. Panchapakshi function, Ashtakarma, and Ashta Yoni. All 3 combined only you will understand Panchapakshi complete. This is a complete directional strength. And here, where is the Panchapakshi function in this? Where the Panchapakshi comes is, what is the bird doing? During the day, what is your bird? What is the function it does? Combined with the Ashta Yoni. This will complete the whole picture. So it's a very, very important sign. There is nothing such always east is lucky, always west is lucky. No. East, the directions, it will completely change. In fact, there is one more layer also. Each bird dies in a particular direction, sleeps in a particular direction, eats in a particular direction, rules in a particular direction in a day. There is a circle of the bird itself. But in Ashta Yoni, it is not just about bird. But it is about the prey, the predator. When it is in the home, when it is preying, when it is getting attacked, when it is subdued. That is the yoni function. Here, which direction a bird, every pakshi rules a particular direction every Yama. 2.5 hours a bird rules. Next 2.5 hours it dies. Next 2.5 hours, rather I'll tell you like this. The owl rules in the north, sleeps in the west, eats in the south. I'm just telling you, and it dies in the east. So again, it will repeat. It goes this way. That is the bird function. This is the prey predator function. So without understanding both, it is very important. What is directional force? Direction is the spatial things. No muhurta energy is without understanding space. You will have to. I'm doing a particular function on a particular direction. It's not about travel or what about me facing. Anything is done facing a direction. I'm talking to a person facing a direction. I'm interacting with a person. I'm communicating. I'm writing my exams. Anything I'm facing a direction. So it is not the time alone. Me facing a direction also matters for my success. And which direction I face is very, very important. This is understood through Panchapakshi function and Ashta Yoni function. Without that, you can never find out what is that. Panchapakshi and Ashtakarma will tell you about the time. Ashta Yoni and Panchapakshi will tell you about the space. So both space and time, the Shiva and Vishnu together is only about any activity. Without that, there is no activity at all. Okay, any doubts before that? I know it's a new subject, complicated. Okay, I'll tell me the doubts. Let me see how I can explain it. It's a very, very, very big secret about space. We've heard somewhere we learned many things. Muhurta, it talks about a lot about time, but very little about time. There is called something in Vastu, Sarpa, no? Sarpa movement is there. Many things are there. Where is Rahu moving? Where is Sarpa moving? Where is the head of Vastu? Sarpa, many aspects are there. But there's more perfect Ashta Yoni, Panchapakshi together to give you the meaning. Yeah. Anybody else? Nobody's asking.
The direction is fixed for both the Paksha, Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha?
No, it will change. It definitely will change. It will change. Shukla Paksha, it will change. Your bird, it will be will fix it. You are born in a particular thing, that will it will be there. So this particular direction, let's say you're a Garuda, east is always lucky for you. Generally lucky for you, but are you at the moment in east? You will not be. You will be only during one part of the day here. You will be in east. The rest of the time you can be in the subdued state, or you can be. See what you understand from the word yoni is this is about space. What I say, it's not I'm traveling in east direction. Is it lucky? It's not that way. Nothing is done without facing a direction, right? So where am I facing and doing anything also matters whether it be successful or not. The time should be in my favor. The space must be in my favor. I must face the correct direction, which I will win. If I face in the direction, I'm talking to my enemy in the subdued state of my, it's a direction. Subdued state is a direction, not a time. This is not in that death state is a time. This is not time. This is a direction. If I don't face this direction, I will not fail. Understand this very clearly. So I must be very, very carefully. This particular south. Let's say I die in the south. If I also face south, it becomes dangerous. So I'll be very careful during that period. I don't interact and do anything facing south. If I don't face south, nothing will happen. Not that I will win. I will not lose. When I'm ruling, when at my home or in my prey, I must face those particular direction and do it. So any activity is about time and about space. Together only, and any activity is about where I face and when I do, when and what I say matters for any activity. So this Panchapakshi is completely taking into these factors. You need to know the Ashtakarma to know when to do with the Panchapakshi and the function you'll have to do and the direction which I have to. And in this, there are one more direction also. The bird's function, bird is not simply eating and dying. You must understand very clearly. The bird is not simply eating and dying. Every time a bird dies, it only sleeps and dies in a direction only. Owl will sleep. His 5 function is related to a direction. So there is each time I know which direction is weak, which I'm ruling happens together with the Ashtayoni direction. Whether I'm being preyed or I'm the predator or I'm at my home. This is very, very important to understand the Ashtayoni function.
So what I want to ask is that every time the bird is ruling, it will be in a particular direction. It will be facing a
Yes,
particular
yes,
direction.
it will face a
Is this,
particular
that
direction.
is constant. That is constant.
Yes, for Shukla and Krishna, it will be different.
Okay,
It's,
only
it's
that.
facing
That's it.
direction, it'll be yeah. In Shukla, it will
It will
face a
be
direction. It will die. Yeah, it
and
restricts
Krishna.
it. When it
Okay.
rules eats that 5 function, the direction which it will happen, it will be constant, but it's different in Shukla and Krishna.
Yeah, that's I understood.
So
Yes,
it will
sir.
be like, let's say a particular bird dies, and let's say your bird dies, it will die only in a particular direction.
Okay.
So that particular direction you have to avoid to do anything. Okay, that is about Panchapakshi. But at the same time,
So
there is
that
something.
you have to avoid when it is dying. You have to avoid the direction.
Avoid the direction. That's all. It's not direction, not travel alone. You might be interacting with somebody about something, like the business or anything can be there. No, you're supposed to avoid that during that time. So you
Or
just
when you're
avoid that.
talking to somebody, also we should not face the direction. You mean to say?
You are trying to sell something, you are marketing, you are trying to convince something. What say? Imagine the direction which you die or being subdued, you face the direction, you will fail.
Okay.
It is not always east is lucky, north is lucky, or south is bad. It's not like that. Each part of the day, it keeps changing. The direction keeps changing based on the bird function and based on where is your yoni sitting at the moment, what jama of the day it sits. It's very, very important.
So suppose if it's ruling, then you should face the direction where the bird is facing.
Yes,
That
rule
and when
every time it rolls, it also it rolls in a direction only. It's not simply rolls. A bird rolls in a direction only. That
so
direction, you are in command of that direction.
Okay.
But you have to take at that time what is your yoni doing also.
Okay, so both will not conflict. They both will conflict, or
no, it will come blended together. The Pakshi function is very, very important, but there are certain times when we are ruling, it could be a subdued time also. So it will blend and work. I want to say, we will do the software launch. I will show you the comparison. The software, everything is there. You don't need to calculate everything. So you put it, everything will be there. Simultaneously, it will show you at the particular moment, which is the bird ruling, which is the bird, what is the yoni doing. And the, what I say, rishis also say, check the hora also for this. 3 aspects are there. 3 aspects is very, very important to know the time, direction together. It's very, very important. In the software, all will appear at the same time. So every jama, what is the 3 functions? What is your yoni? What is your bird? What is the hora simultaneously? What is ruling? What does it mean for me? What is the effect for me? It will immediately appear. So it makes it very easy. Or how can you manually calculate it?
So this software is available for us, sir?
Yeah, I'm being launching it first. See, I'm doing such a detailed thing. So without all these rules, if it's not in a software, it goes for waste. So there's nowhere, these things are not there in any software. So I'm doing the software myself.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
After the class, we'll be launching. On the class day, we'll be showing to all the participants. I'll show you the software, how it functions. So in case all this, not only I have to explain it in live sessions, how it has to be done. So in software, it is easy how it is done. So you don't need to worry about calculating and telling where this moment and everything. It's such a big secret. It becomes obsolete if you do not have it as a software. It's a blessing. It's a software. So just what I say, each moment you know what to do, what not to do. Yeah.
So what about the walking stage? That at that point of time also we have to coordinate with the direction of the plan of the bird.
The direction becomes very, very important. One part of success, it is not the time, it's also the direction. Time and direction go together. You cannot minus without that. You can be a ruling time, but if you do it, the direction of your bird dying, it is a particular state. The time is ruling, but you are doing something in the opposite state. You will not lose, but then that's
but
not.
50%.
It becomes immediately reduced. When you are dying, don't face that particular direction. Face the ruling direction. Again, the dying aspect will get balanced. So
suppose like at that point of time, like when the walking time, we have to do something, some function not related to walking, not walking, then
not
good.
related to dying. See,
But
walking is a
only one we have
50%.
to walk.
What is a 50% state? Okay.
Yes.
So if you do something, the dying state, it makes it weaker. There is a dying for walking also. So rather than walking, let's say that sleeping and walking direction, if you do during walking, you become more subdued. You become more vulnerable for the act. So where in Panchapakshi will teach you, it is not the time, it is the direction. Equally is very, very important for the success of any activity. This is the dynamics, directional strength, no? It's very, very important. When you build a house, it's different. Okay, but this is a dynamic vastu. Every day, every direction has a different meaning. In every jama, 8 yamas has different meanings for you in every part of it. So it's very important.
But isn't it very difficult, sir, to maintain all that?
Once you have
for a very important,
understand the logic in the class, and once you have the software, it becomes very simple. Extremely simple. At this moment, what is my bird? What is my Ashtakarma? And what is my Ashta Yoni? That's all. What is my direction? Which my direction ruling? Is my time ruling? Is my direction ruling? That's all. So you have to know. This much only you have to know. Finally, summarized, it will become very, very simple. All this logic, yarn will be so many. But once you understand nothing, only these you have to understand. What is my bird's function? What is my... Understand the subtleties, nuances. We will tell all logic, philosophy, all these kind of stories will be there. But some dumb nothing you have to understand. What is my ruling direction at the moment? What is my bird doing at this moment? Or what is the karma which I do will be successful? Only these three you have to know. That's all. Simple as that. Is it good for me? Bad for me? Fine. That's all.
Yes.
You need to understand, so you must understand the fact all this yarn will be there, all these stories, all that will be there. But finally down, only these three you have to know. Which to use, should all three be nice, which to do, this subtleties for you to understand and do. That is, you need all that 5 hours class. Can I take only Panchapakshi? Ashtakarma is enough, or Yoni is enough? That which is more important? Time is important, or direction is important? Or Ashtakarma is important. See, all that logic, what I say, the class is very important for that you need the class. That's all.
Sir, one small question, sir. Have you experimented this with Jamakul, sir? I know you must have, but I'm just out of curiosity, I'm asking, sir.
Yeah. All part of it, no. See, this is a complete science. You will know astrology becoming alive, no. What I say, astrology become Panchapakshi, astrology become alive. The time and the direction, how time and direction rules you, the art and science of time and direction. Then you cannot say good time without the direction. Direction and time go together. There's no aura. Mass aura, what mass aura? Mass aura only will give success in south, right? Sun aura will only give east. Sun aura, I go do something in the opposite direction, it will give me success. Each aura, there is in the aura also the direction which is opposite to it, and which is, there is a lot of secrets in it. You can't say what I say, Guru aura, I will do something in the south and I'll get successful. No time is without direction. Time and direction go together. This is very, very important.
For Prashna, which Jamakol or Panchapakshi will be more easier for Prashna?
No, Jamakol is this complete Prashna Shastra. No? It is complete Prashna Shastra. Here, in what it is, this is a different perspective of understanding. Somebody comes and asks you a particular question or during a particular day, during a particular nakshatra, what is the bird thing, what is the bird action? That will immediately give you a hint about what the question will be. That's all, good or bad. The Jamakol will tell you completely, no. What is the Lagna, what is it, planet coming to, what is the Karaka. This is such a huge science, Prasna science. Here, this is not a Prasna science, but it is the strength of the moment. Anything questioned, Muhurta, everything at the moment is, what I say, the person is asking a question from a particular direction, that particular direction for him is dead. He is asking during the dying period when the direction which his yoni is dead. Whatever he asks is going to be failed. Simple as that. It will make it very, very easy and simple. So everything, if you understand the concept, either muhurta or if it is prasna or if it is vastu, everything will fall under. You want to understand prayer, you want to do mantra, you want to do wear a gem, everything will come under Panchapakshi. Everything, whatever you can discuss about will come. Which is favorable, unfavorable, what is favorable, what under the sea, what is favorable, unfavorable is all tattva only. Everything will come under it. Your mudra shastra. What is mudra shastra? It's only all the 5 elements only. Which mudra is suitable for me? Which will be lucky for me? Is Vayu mudra lucky? For Prana mudra is lucky. Find out what is your tattva. Only then you will know which mudra you practice will activate you. I can talk with mudras also. What mudras which I practice will activate my particular birth. So that mudras which activates your birth, whatever tattva your bird is, do those mudras and will that naturally activate your bird. So a whole complete list of favorable, unfavorable, I will tell you, from herbs to temples to mantras to stones to colors to sounds to everything based on the birds, how to select it. And the 2 basics is which it is incomplete is simply somebody teaches Panchapakshi, it is waste without teaching Ashtakarma. Ashtakarma without the directional energy, how a direction works is Ashta Yoni. So again, it will be incomplete if somebody teaches without teaching Ashta Yoni, they teach Panchapakshi, it is waste. Somebody who teaches you all 3 together, it's only a complete understanding of Panchapakshi. So it's very important you understand all 3 together. That's how it functions. I know it is very complicated. That's the reason I've sit and almost completed the software. I would love to show the software. I will show it on the class day. I will show you the software, how to start. I've added many more, Sharath. When I showed you, I didn't show you the Ashtakarma to you know.
Yes, sir.
I've added the Ashtakarma. I've added 4 more sections to it.
Sir.
A lot of updates of 5 more tabs I've added. So Ashtakarma, the moment you put this moment, what is your karma? What karma you should do, what you should not do, what is the lagna, what is the time for today, or if it is Mohana, what is the, okay, today is for Mohana, for your birth, and which moment you do Mohana will be successful. And then it will be about what is a direction also. When it comes to your Ashta Yoni.
Yes.
Ashta Yoni will come your birth direction, Hora direction, Yoni direction, which is favorable for you at this moment. There's nothing, see, you can't do timing without direction is incomplete. Timing, Shubha Muhurta, Shubha, what do you call it? Dik, both goes together. If something is bad, do the opposite. Here where the question is, you have to understand Yoni is my direction. There is a direction which I defeat the opponent, and there is a direction where I get subdued. All 3 happens in a day. You need to understand that correct. Only then you understand directions correctly.
Yes.
That is the secret about Ashta Yoni. The birds, and each bird is rules in the north, he sleeps in the west, also that is Ashta Yoni. So its 5 function is related with the direction only. So it should go with it and the Ashta Yoni together only, which you understand the direction properly. It is very practical also. If it is bad for me, it's dying bird for me, your bird is dying in the east. Don't do anything in the east, that's all. And if your bird rules in the north, try to do everything in the north. That's all. Don't do your dying bird's strength during that. So this is how you should mix it together.
So here the timing of birth only up to nakshatra level is sufficient, even if a person doesn't know the exact timing.
Yes,
only up
yes.
to moon
Yeah.
nakshatra level.
For knowing your basic birth, but though if you want to know when you're born, what is your birth doing, what is the primary function, what is the sukshma function, if you want to understand, it is called the horoscopic understanding. No, it's not only your bird. What is your bird doing that time in your bird? You might be what is your your bird?
No, sir. I have
Let's
to
say,
learn now.
okay, let's say you're a peacock. Okay,
Hmm.
you might be born with your nakshatra as peacock. But what was your peacock doing when you are born? There are 5 functions. What was it doing? That is 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours. There is a sukshma bird also. So you have a primary bird. There is a primary function of the bird. There is a sukshma function and a sukshma bird. So all this will be, sometimes it will be as sensitive as 12 minutes.
12 minutes, okay.
12 minutes. So you
Like
might be
almost like nakshatra level, like
next
almost up.
like that. So it is not just I'm a peacock. My primary might be peacock, but my sukshma bird can be owl. So all of you all can have 2 birds, primary bird, secondary bird. So it
Which
is
is
not
more
owl.
prominent? Primary is more
The
prominent.
primary is your outer character. Your sukshma is your inner level. It's like your rasi and navamsa. No,
Okay, sir.
it is like that. Rather, if I tell you your ruling period and dying period is like ruling is like a uksha and dying is the nicha in the horoscope. Lot can be. It's not about muhurta alone. You can also find out. It's like an horoscope strength. What is your bird? What your birds were? It is not only one bird. Also, there is about 6 birds. There is nakshatra bird, tithi bird, rasi bird, lagna bird, and your nama bird. All together will give you. Then there is a quantum of energy. Which bird is very, very important. So come up to 6 birds are there. Together, you might be 4 one particular bird, 2 other birds. So what is your dominant tattva? So all of us know nakshatra is the prana. So what energy it is? Tithi is a water tattva. There is a day bird also. Day bird is there. Rasi bird is there. Lagna bird is there. So each has a tattva. But the predominant is a nakshatra. 50% of your energy is your nakshatra bird. But we will also looking at all the aspects, all these birds together and how they dominate us. Tithi will dominate for relationship. Day will dominate for how you act. So in combat, there is something called compatibility. So we'll take all the 6 for compatibility. Or if it is for naming a person, each bird has a particular akshara. So predominantly the nakshatra bird with other, we take all the other birds and saying which should be the akshara a person must have. So everything will come under it.
So when a person is not named as per the birth time, whether there'll be 2 different ways of looking at the name akshara.
Yes. What is your name and what is your nakshatra? What is the meaning? Your name is
but
how
suppose the person is not named.
Function.
He is not named on.
Most of us we are not named. So that is how. But most of the time, I've seen professional Panchapakshi people will only take the nama bird, not the nakshatra name, because that is how you use. What are you to the world? What are you to the world? Is your name only, right? Nobody wants to know who you are and what you are, right? The nakshatra bird is what you are, but what you are to the world is your name only. So it is always very important when to certain functions, your nakshatra, your nama bird, it is not about your character. It is how you are known to the world.
Okay.
You might be a peacock in nature, but you might be a vulture in your name. You can be two exact opposites.
Do things happen in that way? If you're named on a different, whether your characteristics to the world will be different?
It contradicts, right? If you're a peacock and you have an opposite,
it will contradict, yes.
You must have a name which is same as the bird or friendly to the bird, or you are forced to be one thing and do one thing, right?
Okay.
It's not a problem, but it's complicating. No, a very soft person suddenly has to act very, very powerfully in the world because your name is in a fire tattva. But I'm a water nakshatra bird. Based on my nakshatra, I'm a water, but my name is in fire. So it's like steam. It becomes steam, right? Water and fire. Okay. I'm forced to act.
Does it happen? Does this really relate into?
There is a relationship. What is what fire name and what water name? I mean, fire nakshatra and water name. So their birth bird and name bird, when it changes, how does it change your name? You are forced to act not what you are, but you have to project yourself to the world this way. Only then you will be successful. Your nakshatra bird is not how you're going to get success. You get success through your nama bird only. Because people understand you through your nama. So you're supposed to act that way. It is like what I say, a beggar is taking a role of a king, right? So whatever he is different. But if he puts that role of that particular character, he has to act, do the dharma of that particular character. So if the art is, your name is some bird, you cannot change it. Do the drama of that, do the role of that bird. That's all.
Yes.
Or if you are selecting somebody, do it already. When you're selecting it, do something. For office, any other name, choose something which is friendly or which is the same, you choose. If you cannot change it, start acting like that. That's all.
Somewhere I read in Panchapakshi books that in the kings and all, they used to, when they have to go perform a particular task, they would change the name and like that Vidya would be performed and then they go for that action so that they succeed in that particular job.
Not like way. What it means is, let's say a person is having a name which is enmical to your birth bird. Okay, or when you are born, all 5 birds do a particular function. Okay. At the time, no bird will do the same function. 5 birds rule all at the same time. One function each bird will do. Let's say you are keeping a name when you are born, when that bird was dying.
Okay.
Right. So you have kept a name when you are born, when that bird was dying. And it's also your enemy bird.
Right.
Now imagine how challenging it will be. So what they will do, look at your bird, try to keep a name which is your bird or the bird which is ruling for you at that time. If you keep a name, then you will be always very successful.
So can you change it at a different point of time for different jobs?
No, this is going to rule you throughout. It's going to rule you throughout, right? So it is always, which akshara rules you also matters. And that is the nama akshara, no, matters a lot. That I think I know time, or I would have given you all one big lecture about nama akshara. It's very, very important aspect also. Yeah. Anybody else? Any doubts? Yes, Sharat. Was it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always your classes are interesting and there's so much of depth to learn, sir.
Panchapakshi always wanted to do it for a very, very long time. I always didn't want to do it because it's waste to do it if I do not have the software. Then it struck me, okay, let's do the software. Tried it, okay, it worked out. Then I decided to go. Without the software, there's no use teaching Panchapakshi. It's like it will be in paper on you because you can't use it at all. Right? It goes a waste. I'm very happy the software has come out better than what has come. Makes it more easier for you. So there's no complication. Finally, you get the gist and then the software, it's all revealed. Yeah. Yes, Sanjeev ji. Do you have any doubts, Sanjeev? Many friends are missing today.
No doubt, sir. In fact, we started at, I think, 33 members and then we are down to 21. I think it's a little late in
late session. Weekdays also. Saturday, Sunday should have been better. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me, sir. Anything else? Anybody has any doubts? This is a very serious subject. So serious students will like it. It's a very secretive science, very esoteric, occult, very, very secret. It's not some big tantric or anything. It is actual depth of a science. What is it? That's what I will tell you. I will not call it some big secretive science. It's a science of prediction. How to use time and direction in your field. So that's what I will call as Panchapakshi. Because of its depth, maybe you can say it is occult, tantric, and secretive. Very simple, basic. Once you know the rules, it becomes very, very simple and easy. But you must know this fundamental philosophical basis is there. That without that, what I say, if you do not use Panchapakshi, it will all go wrong. So it goes together. That's why I wanted to tell Ashtakarma must be there, Ashta Yoni must be there, Panchapakshi. All three together will cover Panchapakshi. Yeah. Yes, sir. Somebody was asking, when is it a suitable time for undergoing surgery? Definitely don't do when your bird is dying in the day, and don't do it when the time is dying. Eating time, ruling time, it is fine, but definitely don't do it when the bird is dying. Dying moment, the dying day or the dying is for you to what is it, to recollect yourself. Go to meditations, don't do any important activity, go to rest. It's your Atma strong. The physical body is weak. The other days you are physically, mentally very strong. Dying day, Atma strong, physically, mentally, you are weak. Yes,
Sir, I had a logistical question.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I mean, you've introduced us to so many concepts during the preview classes. Would you just suppose somebody who's signing on for the webinar? Would you recommend that they go through all these preview classes?
It'd be better because see, I'll have to teach them all in one day.
In one day.
So I may not be this detailed. I may not be there.
True.
So this class I'm making in more detail. So, but anyway, the software will be there. So the calculation part I'll show it immediately, make it more easier with it. Here I'm not showing. This is only the theoretical part of it. It's better they go through the whole session. In this detail, I may not be showing in the class. It will be practical session, practical examples and techniques, rules, only that. Yes.
No, thank you, sir. I think what we'll do is everybody who's part of this, I'll request Shikha ma'am to share the links also to everybody who's joining.
Because I may not be taking this detail in class, exact technique straight into the matter. I will be going how to do it, examples, how we do. That's what I'll be teaching instead of all these stuffs I do.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
So we'll be learning, calculating how to calculate the time.
No, that's what I'll be teaching that time. The calculation part only I'll be teaching. Calculation part, example. Instead of this year, I'm just giving the philosophy about everything. No, why, what. That I will not be telling in detail in class. It will only be about calculation and how to do examples. That's how it will be. I'll show you with the software also. So it'll be more easier for you.
And interpretation also you'll be teaching, right? Interpretation also you'll be teaching.
Yeah. That is the most important. No. Here in this class, I'm not telling the calculation part. What is it? There it will be about the calculation only. Everything will start with calculation only. And how it is to be work, how it is to be, interpreted. Yes, very important.
So just now, as you said, the sleeping time, somebody wants to relax, or should they use that sleeping time for sleeping
that's the
or
best
dying
sleeping or dying period to stay quiet. Sleeping, dying means the Atma is alive, active. The physically, mentally, it is very low. Your energy is very, very low. Energy, call it, take it as energy. Your energy is very, very low. Physical, mental energy is low. Your Atma is not at all. Your Atma is fully alive. So when is your Atma alive? When is Shivaratri? Shiva means your consciousness. When is Shiva active? Only in Chaturdasi. Krishna Paksha Chaturdasi. That is Shiva day. Right? So Shiva is only active when the moon is very, very weak. When you are mentally weak, Shiva is active. Right? Mahashivratri is when sun and moon are there in the penultimate sign of the zodiac. In the 11th sign of the zodiac, in Chaturdasi, it is Mahashivratri. So only when physically the sun, moon, everything is at the weakest is Shiva at the strongest. So it's the same thing. Dying phase is nothing but when God is very alive in you, your physical and mentally are absent. So it depends. Use it sleeping and for spiritual purpose, material purpose, doing the rolling and eating play. Use it. Yes, Sanjeev.
I think I was just asking if there's any more questions. Otherwise, we can call it a wrap, sir.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, urging all the participants, I mean, please do let other people know also, other people who are genuine, interested people in Jyotish. And I think we are all waiting eagerly in anticipation for the webinar. Like, you whetted our appetite, sir. So thank you very much for all these classes.
Thank you.
And we're calling it a good day, good night for everyone on the session.
Good night.